I hope you've been thinking about what I said.
I haven't thought about anything else.
I just feel that we're headed for some kind of a collision course.
The thought of not seeing you again makes me crazy.
Gregory, it's not easy for me either.
Will you give me a little more time? Would you give us a little more time?
The situation is hopeless. I don't want to make anybody miserable.
Claire is not miserable. She's the same as she's been for years.
I'm scared. I'm scared for all of us.
I've never known what it was like to really love someone until I met you.
Gregory, we're not even talking about the same thing.
It is the same thing.
What is?
Love. If there's love in a person's life, it's worth fighting for. Would it be easy for you to break it off?
You know the answer to that.
All right, listen to me for a minute.
Yeah?
Give me the chance to ask Claire again for a divorce one more time. Remember what I said all the other times? There was no one in my life. Now, I'm not ashamed of our relationship. I will just tell her that I'm in love with someone.
Well, I'd rather have it out in the open, but that's no reason for her to change her mind. Why should she?
Well, is it the end of the world if we give it a little more time?
No. I suppose not.
She can't say I'm having a cheap affair because it isn't. We've done nothing to be ashamed of.
Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
I just heard I heard BJ.
I didn't hear a thing. Bobby.
Okay, so what are we laughing at? Come on, what are you laughing at? Tell me.
It's relief. You know the expression saved by the bell?
Yes.
Well, I feel as if I've been saved by the bell. How I love your smile. And how I love you.
I love you, too. No matter what happens, I love you.
Grandpa, is you?
See you on home.
Is that you, Tony?
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
Oh, listen, it's okay. You called.
Yeah, I got stuck at the last minute.
Oh, well, you're talking to somebody who knows exactly what can happen at the hospital at the last minute and usually does. But since you called, I have dinner in the oven, and it'll be ready in 10 minutes.
Great. It gives me a minute to go see my lovely daughter. How's she been today?
Very active. I'm sure she's completely well.
2-year-old can take it out of you, can't she?
You're not kidding. It's a little bit of work.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some very tender moments. She's a good little girl, Tony.
Thank you, Bobby.
Well, while you're up with her, I'll go sit at the table.
So Lucy was no problem?
Problem? No, not today.
Good, good. I asked her. She said she wouldn't be.
Tony? What are you talking about?
Well, she said she had a lot of dry cleaning delivered after she left.
Yes, it's in the closet.
She didn't pick it up?
Today?
She asked me today if she could come by here and pick it up.
She didn't come.
This afternoon.
No.
It's very bizarre. She told me she was desperate for a fall coat. I guess she wasn't desperate.
She couldn't have missed me. I was here all day.
Ah, you know what? First, she had lunch with Amanda Barrington. They probably put her into a swoon.
Hi, it is Nancy, right?
Yes.
Great. Look, I need to use this phone. It's just a local telephone call.
Oh, sure. It's quiet tonight for a change.
Great. Thank you.
Sure.
Hello?
Amanda?
Yes?
Hi, it's Lucy. I'm at General Hospital.
You poor dear. Are you still working at this hour?
Well, actually, I just got finished. There was a little snag with the daycare center's budget. I hope I'm not catching you at a bad time. Do you have guests or anything?
Oh, no, I'm just spending a quiet evening at home.
Oh, well, good. This won't take long. I just need to get your opinion about something.
Oh, good. I love giving my opinion.
Well, do you think we could launch a separate fundraising job for the daycare center just for it?
Well, I suppose I could hit some of my rich friends again.
Great. Amanda, do you know Claire Howard, Mrs. Gregory Howard?
Oh, yes. Come to think of it, I have never tapped her for money.
Well, you know, I've noticed that she is campaigning a lot with her husband lately. I saw her on television the other day.
Oh, yes, she's very ambitious for her husband.
Oh, well, then she might be interested in maybe getting him a little more publicity.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Well, do you think it would be possible maybe to get her to come to the daycare center and we could give her that free publicity in exchange for getting her money?
Well, Claire's rather peculiar about money, but I think that would do it.
So you think it's a good idea?
Oh, yes. I call that creative thinking.
Well, thank you.
I'll call her and see if I can get her to come over to the hospital. Oh, I have a better idea.
What? Tell me.
Well, maybe we could get her interested in heading up a special drive for the daycare center.
Amanda, that is an absolutely brilliant idea.
Oh, thank you. I have to warn you, though. Claire can be very difficult at times. You may not get along with her.
Oh, well, don't worry, Amanda. If I put my mind to it, I can get along with anybody, and I will definitely put my mind to handling Claire Howard.
Another bottle of champagne, please.
All right, sir.
Oh, make this one a nice domestic champagne, huh?
Very good.
Oh, and put it on my separate tab, if you will.
All right, Mr. Quartermain.
Thank you. Well, you know, New York has some excellent wines. Why should I contribute to the trade deficit? Huh?
Always thinking ahead, aren't you, Grandfather?
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
Well, penny saved is a penny earned. If we could put that in Latin, it would make a very interesting family motto. Huh?
Oh, Monica and Alan make such a handsome couple on the floor, don't they?
Yeah. If only Monica would cheer up. Ned,
Yes.
why don't you go and cut in on him? You know, Alan's dancing is a bit staid. Maybe that's what's wrong.
I'd be delighted. Would you excuse me?
Of course, dear. Anna looks beautiful tonight.
It's not the only one. Except,
Except what?
Seems to me I can see this small dark cloud hanging over your head.
You can.
Yes. Noticed it many times this evening. What if we get up and take a small once around the dance floor? Maybe we can elude it.
I'd love to.
May I cut in?
Ned.
Ned.
Absolutely. Ned would like to dance with us, and please be my guest.
Too late.
I could go on dancing like this all day.
Me too.
I don't think it's wise in your condition.
Oh, no.
Let's sit one now.
You promise we can dance again?
I promise. We can dance again.
I don't know if you promise.
I promise.
Look, from tonight on, I want you to leave me alone.
As much as I hate to admit it, it wasn't my idea or intention to cut in on you and Uncle Al. It was Grandfather's. How could I say no to him?
Very easy. You just say no.
Wouldn't that have seemed odd?
Well, better that than this.
Nothing's better than this.
Excuse me.
Did you miss me?
Yes, I missed you a lot.
What's that?
Well, I'm thinking that since it's worked out so well, why don't we ask Robert and Cheryl over for dinner? Maybe Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. I won't cook or anything, don't worry. I'll get them to order me something.
Oh, I think I've got to work here Friday.
Oh, you do? Well, if it's all right with Robert, why didn't you cancel?
Actually, I overheard Robert tell Cheryl he had some police business to take care of Friday night. It sounded quite important, so probably not a good idea for him.
Okay. Well, another time.
So we have Sean back at the penthouse with Robin. And Sam is going to pick her up in the morning, take her to school. And so I thought of everything.
They look very happy, don't they?
I suspect that whatever's bugging you is connected to them. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yes, right.
Do you want to unload it on me now before we get back to your place?
I think I'd better.
All right. What is it?
First, I want you to promise me that you won't ask me how I know what I'm going to tell you.
I hate it when you do this, but all right.
When I was out of town, I found out that Olivia is responsible for Julian's death.
What?
She set him up.
Yeah, well, how did you... Best he doesn't find out about this.
Don't you think he has a right to know?
Probably, but my best guess is he'd probably kill her. Then Anna's life wouldn't be worth small change. They'd probably go after Robin after that. Bloody hell.
My throat hurts bad.
Ease the pain, my darling.
Tonight, live at 5, ABC Sports coverage of the American League Championship Series is underway as the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox gear up for Game 2.